A young life cut short by a rollover accident early Sunday morning. It
happened on Ina Road just west of Wade. Deputies say speed likely played a factor. 2 of the passengers survived the crash, but the driver, 16-year-old Julia Good, did not. Tonight, her family sits down with 9 on Your Side's Marcelino Benito to talk about their loss and the life cut so drastically short.
This all just happened so suddenly.
What happened down this winding way, only part of the story. We know how it ends. In tragedy alongside the road. But tonight, Julia Good's mother doesn't want you to remember how her daughter died, but rather how she lived.
She found a lot of things that she believed in and wanted to do, and it just seemed like her whole life revolved around wanting to be a police officer.
At just 16 years old, a junior in high school, Julia wanted to study criminal justice at Northern Arizona University. She'd already taken NYPD's written exam, scored an 83, impressive for her age. She loved to sing, joke, a fun-loving teenager. And that was just the beginning of what her family hoped would be a bright future.
What a beautiful girl she was, and what a good girl she was. I want them to remember her and those beautiful sundresses that she wore to school every day with her cowboy boots.
Today, her cowboy boots sat in the kitchen waiting for a return that will never happen. They sat in the very room where Julia and her mother feared the worst just a few days ago.
Not even 2 weeks ago, we were standing in the kitchen and she asked me, "Mom, if something happened to me, what would you do?" And I said, "Julia, I don't know how I would go on. I sure wouldn't want to go on. I don't know how I'd get through it."
Tonight, no choice but to go on. Her mother rallies the strength to share Julia's story, showing us handwritten notes left behind from daughter to mother and mother to daughter. A simple "I love you and see you tomorrow" that will never come.
I guess I have no regrets. I hugged and kissed my daughter every day and told her how much I loved her every day and how beautiful she was and how proud I was of her every single day. And I know she knew that. So I would just say to parents, please make sure you always do that with your kids, because you just never know what could happen.
And the family holds tightly onto that love tonight as they work to understand what happened down this dipping road.
Please be very careful, and kids, listen to your parents, and there's no reason you need to be driving out there at midnight.
The family is working to plan funeral and memorial services for Julia. They tell me they are also planning a candlelight vigil at the crash site for later this week. Jennifer, just a horrible tragedy for this family.
Cannot even begin to imagine what they're going through, and really appreciate them sitting down to talk with us to share that story. That had to be tough for them. But wondering, a lot of these cases, the families will ask, for the community to support them as they try to pay for funeral costs. Any idea whether the family needs help with that?
Jennifer, they say they don't, but they do want to express just how grateful they are to the community for the amazing support they've received in just a few days.
Well, Julia seemed like a great girl.
She did.
All right, thank you.